Attendees are in listen-only mode.
Oh, hey everyone, how's it going? This is Todd Walters, Platinum Coach with Craig Proctor Real Estate Coaching, the Platinum Millionaire Agent Maker Coaching Program. So I throw it up on the screen here, the agenda for our first ever Ultimate Real Estate Business Building Bootcamp coming up in June 15th and 16th, and this is a major ordeal. I've spent quite a few hours now getting the materials together and putting them in the proper folders, okay? So I want to spend just 5 minutes, on this for the team leaders and the Platinum Program members that are on the webinar here. This is very important. So if you're an inside sales agent or an OSA, this is also a big deal for you. Not that you're coming, but the fact that the guy who runs your business, the team leader, they are. They're going to show up, and it's all about how to get more business that you can convert. Okay, primarily listings. The whole first day at this Platinum Ultimate Real Estate Business Building Bootcamp, the whole first day is 100% dedicated to getting more listings. Every marketing system that works, okay, cannot be shown here, but the top ones that work consistently for Craig Proctor, myself, and the members can be. Okay, can be. So I'll give you a quick example here. If I go to my little server and I go to June, okay, you can see on your computer screen right here, file folders. These are the folders that I'm packing full of materials, okay, on each session that's being covered at the workshop, okay, the bootcamp, right? Okay, now this is for Platinum members and their key people. It's not really an event for outside sales. There's no team training going on. This is 100% all about growing your business by getting more listings. Okay, that's covered on the first day. And then on the second day, improving our productivity for our sales team. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. Improving productivity for your sales team. Okay, so that means we need more people. We need to be better equipped. And it's like these calls we're doing here, this lead conversion call today. I'm going to help you guys become better equipped at converting the leads to appointments. Okay, so anyway, so I want to mention that there. Now, what happens now? Well, if you're a Platinum Program member, you need to get registered for this thing. We're having it at my favorite resort, by the way, down in Atlanta, JW Marriott Grand Lakes. If you've never been there, it's a great place. But it's a long 2 days, and it's going to be fast and furious. And if you're there, you're going to walk away with exactly what you need, okay, for materials to copy and implement the systems to get more listings. Okay, what's working up to this moment in history the best? Tested materials, some of it that you've probably never seen before. So if you're a Platinum Program member, you're going to get that. So what you got to do is go to the Schedule tab, click on Events, okay, click, and there it is right there. Platinum Bootcamp, Orlando. Click, reserve your seat, and you're off to the races. Okay? So that's how that works. Schedule events, Platinum Bootcamp, June 15th and 16th. Click, Orlando, Florida, reserve your seat. Okay. So there we go. All right, good job. So we'll get that announcement in there. Appreciate you guys paying attention to it. All right, let's go back to the dashboard here. Get back to where I want to go. And let's talk specifically about the leads. All right, so the topic that we sent out today was really about converting some of these online leads that you guys are generating. All right, so I want to discuss that for a moment. Okay. Leads that are not expecting your call. Okay, let's just run through a list of some of these prospects that are not expecting your call. Okay, leads that you generate from Commissions Inc., not expecting your call. Leads that you get from Bold Leads, not expecting your call. Okay, most of the leads you get from Smart Zip, not expecting your call, right? Leads that come from your pay-per-click advertising that you do on your own or with Success website, not expecting your call. Okay, editorial ads. Okay, leads aren't expecting your call. So all of these mostly less branded leads, those are the kinds of prospects that aren't really expecting you to call them when they ask for or request information, correct? Okay, all right. So the good news is there's a script for that. We'll talk about that in a moment. Leads that are expecting to call, sign calls, property inquiries, referrals, people that call you directly on some of your marketing, direct mail to expireds, or for some owners, for example, using your USP. Those people call you. They are expecting a call back. They're waiting on you to call back. Okay? So are there any difference in these prospects? And the answer is only in the sense of their timeline for making a move. Okay, what you're going to find is with the less branded leads that you generate, the ones that aren't quote expecting your call, most meaning more than half, most of those prospects, okay, are just going to be a little bit further out in the process. They may not be sure about the exact timeline for wanting to make a move. They're a little further away, on average, okay? The direct property inquiries, people that want to talk to you that are expecting your call, okay? Well, obviously, they're probably going to be a little further along in the process, okay? But let's be really crystal clear on all of these leads. They all are interested in making a move. It's just that we have systems and methods for sifting and sorting the prospects, so we will know how to best approach them. It doesn't mean that we don't want leads that are interested in making a move in a longer time frame. The fact is we do. And let me explain why this is important, okay? So bear with me. If all you ever do is run around every day trying to generate leads that want to list their home today or want to buy a house today, then you have to understand that's not that many. There's not that many to go around. Way more real estate agents than there are those kinds of leads in the marketplace. That's a fact, okay? The majority of prospects are just now considering making a move, which means they're in a longer time frame. They're a little further out in the process. That's the majority. Everybody get that? Okay? So if all you ever do is chase down the minority, then you're never really going to have, quote, enough business. Okay, so I give you an example. Maybe I generate 3 or 4 come list leads or ready to buy buyers a month. Okay, but I generate 20 people that are a little bit longer away. Okay, well, guess what? The future is going to come. 6 months is going to come. 8 months is going to come. And all of those leads that I've been generating that are a little further out, they begin to mature. And I end up with like dozens, hundreds of them, all beginning to mature at one time. I'm still getting the 4 or 5 list meetings and that sort of thing a month. But now I've got all these dozens of others that are now ready to do something. And that's how you make a quantum leap. That's how you make a quantum leap versus an incremental leap. Okay? So that's why both marketing methods are very important. But now you understand it. But we have a method, a system, for sifting and sorting the leads. Okay? Excellent. So you guys are pretty good. And I think you understand that very, very well. All right. So let's talk about some of the leads per se. And everybody has the callback script and what we call the follow-up script. And I've mentioned this here and there on these lead conversion calls that we do. Okay. The fact that the script or a script is really born out of the process of how you do things. Okay. So our process for working with sellers and our process for working with buyers, okay, really dictates the script that we use. The reason that most real estate agents fail to convert a lot of leads from, say, their commissions Inc. system is because their process or method for working with buyers sucks. Everybody get that? It sucks. So here's how the majority of agents would do it with commissions Inc. without a system in working with buyers. Okay? They would call the buyer up and they talk about the emails that they're getting. Hey buyer, I just wanted to, what you think about the emails that you've been getting? Have you seen any homes that you want to go see? So what is it that you are looking for in the house? So it's conversations about what they're getting which obviously what they're getting, they're not very interested in because they're not calling this down to see the house or running out and looking at it. Okay? So let's be crystal clear on that. Scripts, good ones, our script, is born as a direct result of our process for working with buyers. Okay, so what is that process for working with buyers? Well, you already know what your process is for working with sellers. Okay? You back into it. Okay? Process for working with sellers. We list a house. How do we get to do that? Well, we sit down with them face-to-face, and we show them all of the great things that we do that they can't get from other real estate agents or on their own readily. In other words, the benefits. So we show them the benefits of doing business with us. Okay? How do we get to that? Over the telephone, we make them an offer to get face-to-face. We make them an offer. They say yes to it. We close for a face-to-face appointment. Okay? So therein lies, you start stepping back into the script. It's the same thing for buyers. Okay, what's our process for working with buyers? We sign a buyer agreement. How do we get a buyer agreement signed? We meet with the buyer face-to-face. How do you meet with the buyer face-to-face? Okay, we make them an offer to do so over the telephone, which is something, that in the way we get the buyer to say yes, we offer them something that they want really bad. It's better than anything else that they're getting right now. Okay? And we have a script that steps us into that process. So that's how these scripts work, man. Okay, so without a process for working with clients, with working with buyers, then you end up with wishy-washy, ineffective dialogue scripts. Good? Everybody good? All right. So the reason this is called the universal follow-up script is because it can be applied universally. But where it goes sideways, well, I'll give you a host of things. A seller calls on a for sale sign. A buyer calls on a for sale sign, asking about a property. I only want to see that house. Okay? Buyer calls on a for sale sign, and after you tell them a little bit about the house or the price, they say, never mind. Okay? How about this one? You call a buyer on commissions Inc. Okay? And they say, we're not really sure when we're moving. Okay? That's a training. So think about that. There's curveballs along the way, right? So people without a process for working with buyers or a process for working with sellers, okay, they tend to try to apply the same words to every situation. It doesn't work that way. Okay, but there are some universal principles that apply. Okay, so let's start there. Okay, and then I want to deal with commissions E. And then we want to deal with, say, with the bookings about that. So we'll take those two things and then we'll highlight those. All right. And if you guys want to role play at any given time with me about any of the leads that you're getting, hey, I'm in, man. Trust me, I like doing that. So we'll leave some time for that. Okay. All right. So the first thing when you're calling back any leads, just understand, especially the ones that aren't expecting your call. You know what? I should say that even the ones that are expecting your call. Like you first have to identify yourself and why you're calling. Who are you and why you're bothering me? Who are you and why are you bothering me? So this is why fulfillment is so important. So I want you to write that down. Okay? Acknowledge fulfillment of their request. Acknowledge fulfillment of their request. Hey, John, the reason I'm calling is I received your request for X and we've sent that all over to you. Is that okay? Acknowledge fulfillment of their request. They requested something, you fulfilled it. You must start there, man. Hey, John Smith. Hey, Mr. Smith, this is Todd Walters with Todd Walters Real Estate. And the reason I'm calling is I received your call, your request for information about our listing over there at 1065 Golden Court. And you asked me to call you back. Acknowledge fulfillment of their request. Now, when you do this, what you buy is you buy reciprocity. You buy it. Okay, right then and there. You fulfill their request, they will give you their time. But if you do not start your conversations this way, all bets are off. Okay? So let's deal with our two examples. Are you guys ready? Okay, let's go to our, let's look at commissions. Can you guys see that okay? Blow it up a little bit. I think you guys have this script okay. See, hey, Mr. Smith, this is Todd Walters, Todd Walters Real Estate. The reason I'm calling is I received your request to search for homes online using our property search site at housesatlanta.net. And just as a courtesy, I want to let you know that we've given you full access to search away. Is that okay? It's an acknowledgement, okay, of their request. Okay, fulfillment. They asked for something and it's been fulfilled. Very important. Okay, now, there is some sifting and sorting going on here in the very beginning with these leads. We do not want to work with people that don't value us. Would you say yes to that? Maybe an amen? Right. We're not really that interested in working with people that don't value what it is that we do. Okay, so it's okay, man. Look, it's okay. There's no rule that says, number one, you have to call back all the leads. And there's no rule that says you have to work with everyone. There's no rule. This is your business, okay? And you get to choose who you work with. So what we want you to do, Craig and I, we want you to work with people who value you and what you're giving them and what you're offering, okay? That's what we want. That will make your business so much better, create more raving fans, a lot less stress inside your business. You're like, I know this one. We know how this works, man. You get tied up with people that don't value your service and advice. It's brutal. Downward pressure on commissions. They demand more of your time. And, they don't understand why you won't call them back in the middle of church on Sunday, or while you're at your kid's ball game or recital. They don't care about those things. Just not people that you want to do business with. And they exist, man. Trust me, those people exist in the marketplace. So we only want to do business with people that value our service. So there is some sifting and sorting going on in the beginning. So let me repeat. Brand new commissions lead. Never talked to them before. Hey, Mr. Smith, this is Todd Walters with Todd Walters Real Estate. And the reason I'm calling is I received your request to search for homes, online using our property search site at housesatlanta.net. And as a courtesy, I'm just calling you to let you know that we've given you full access there, and you can just search away. And is that okay? Okay, so everybody get that? Okay, let's go back then to our site. Okay, and let's look at our little script. Everybody see that? I think I've got it. I'm going to turn on my audience view here. Let me do that here. Yeah, it's really blurry. It's really clear on my screen. I hope you guys can see that, okay? Matter of fact, in 1 second, I'm looking at some of your questions. I'm not on speakerphone, by the way. I am talking into a microphone. All right, I'm just reading some of your notes here to see that there's a couple of you that said that the audio is weird. So I don't know what to do about that. So maybe it's because I'm standing very far away from my microphone. I've got to get really close like this. It sounds different. Could it be it? All right, so I'll try to correct that a little bit. Okay? But thanks for playing along. Let's get back to our script here. Okay, so commissions in. Is Mr. Smith there? Hi, Mr. Smith. This is Todd Walters with Todd Walters Real Estate. And the reason I'm calling is I received your request to search for homes online using our property search site. And just as a courtesy, I wanted to let you know we've given you full access there to search it with. You probably want to use the name of your property search site since they're on it and use it and getting emails from it. Okay? So that's it right there. So you can see all I've done, all I've done is just add in client's name, a real estate company, and the reason I'm calling. Request for the information you wanted is simply inserting the request for the information you want. Bold leads. Hey, Mr. Smith, this is Todd Walters with Todd Walters Real Estate. And the reason I'm calling is I received your request for a home evaluation. And just wanted to let you know that we've sent that on over to you. Is that okay? Okay, so there you go. I replaced popped in the mail with sent that on over to you. We've given you full access to search your life. Okay, so anyway, that's how this works. That's why it's called the universal follow-up script. Okay, it's not called the legal script that you must repeat every word on the script. It's called the universal follow-up script, not the legal script. All right, good. So you guys get that. Anyway, that's how it works, man. Who are you? Why are you bothering me? And your little introductions there. So step number one is acknowledge. Okay, we want to get them to say thank you. We want to get to we want to leverage this for all of us. We want to acknowledge fulfillment of their request. Everybody understand that? Okay, good. Great job. Now we're free to ask questions. Okay? Are you folks planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? Now, why do we ask that question? Why is that such a big freaking deal? Right off the bat on both of these sides of the script, seller lead, buyer lead. Okay? Well, I can't hear you if you're answering the question. So, here's why it's a big deal. Because if they're not interested in making a move in the next 3 to 6 months, there's no reason to make them to go any further. Okay? In terms of trying to qualify their motivation time. Right? So if the answer is clearly they're not interested in making a move in the next 3 to 6 months, we have an offer for that. Here it is, longer-term prospects. Longer-term prospects. Okay, that's it. And then you just call them back in half the time that they say, and make sure you offer them this as well so you get their missing information. Okay, so let's deal with that real quick. Okay, you guys ready? All right. Are you folks planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? No. We're probably not going to do anything at least until this time next year. Okay, fantastic. Would it be okay if I followed up with you at a later time? Sure, that's fine. Okay, so when's a good time for me to call you back then? They tell me, you call them back in half the time that they say. Okay? And then you make them your parting offer. Hey, would you like to receive my free monthly newsletter to keep you in touch with what's happening in the marketplace? Yeah, sure. Okay, can I get your address? So I may have their email address, I may have their address, maybe I have both. Whatever I don't have, I leverage the newsletter offer to get the missing piece of information. Did you get that? This is very important for your follow-up on your less branded leads where you probably don't have everything that you want. You've got their address, but not their email address. Okay, would you like to receive my free monthly newsletter to keep you in touch with what's going on in the marketplace? Sure. Okay, can I get your email address? So I'm not telling them I'm emailing it. I'm not telling them I'm direct mailing it. I just say, okay, can I get X? Now let's suppose I have both their email address and their email address. Would you like to receive my free monthly newsletter to keep you in touch with what's happening in the marketplace? Yeah, sure. Okay, let me verify your information here. I have your address as 1065 Gunner Court, Alpharetta, Georgia, 30022. Okay, great. I have your email address is tw@topwalters.com. Is that right? So there you go. That's how this works, man. Then you hang up and you schedule a call at half the time that they say, and you launch your follow-up activity plan, whatever direct mail you're going to send to these prospects. Okay. So that's why it's important to ask that question. Are you planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? Okay, everybody that says yes, then you're going to proceed to the offer as quickly as you can. Okay? And we'll talk about the offers for both Commissions Inc. and bold leads, these online leads for buyer and online leads for sellers that we're getting in a moment. Okay? But are you planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? If you get a resounding yes, okay? All right, well, let's talk about that. Do we need to know if they're planning on staying in the area or moving away? Okay. Do we need to know if they have an agent down? Okay, so in other words, what do you think you need to know that you don't know the answer to already? You can go ahead and ask that. Okay? If they're looking at homes in the area, I guess they're probably planning on staying in the area. Would you say? Okay. An agent, we probably would ask that question. Hey, you folks planning on making a move next 3 to 6 months? Well, yes, we are. Well, do you have an agent to help you when the time is right? No, we don't. Then you need to make your offer. Okay, so just because all of these questions are here doesn't mean you have to ask them all. Okay? Very important. These questions are primarily here for wishy-washy people. Okay, so for Commissions Inc., buyers that have houses to sell. Okay, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, so if I were generating buyer leads and that indicated they have a home to sell, I just want to verify that and then ask them whether they prefer to buy first or sell first. So are you folks planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? Yeah, we're pretty sure. We're looking around right now trying to figure out what we're going to do. Okay. Well, do you guys currently rent or do you own your own home? Just because they click that they own a house, okay, or have a house to sell, right? I don't want to make any assumptions here. I just need to verify that information. Do you guys currently rent or do you own your own home? We own the house that we're in. Okay. Would you prefer to buy before listing your home for sale, or do you want to sell first before buying your next house? No, we're probably going to need to sell this one before we do anything. Great, and then you make your CMA offer. Okay, so buyers on your Commissions Inc. system, about a third of them have a house to sell on average. Correct? All right. Well, there you go. That's what you're after, man. Just verify the information. Okay? CMA offer first or buy first offer? Okay, so let's talk about our offers. Right? And let's just play around with that, okay? All right. Many of you get hung up on this whole MLS thing. Okay, and I don't know why. Don't assume that the buyers that you're calling back, the people that you're calling back in your Commissions Inc. system, believe or know that they're getting all of the properties available to them from all the real estate companies out there. Don't make that assumption. If we were to survey the buyers that are getting these property alerts and were to ask them, do you believe you're getting all of the homes from all the real estate companies? Or do you believe maybe you're missing some? See what they say. Overwhelming majority would say, I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm getting or what I'm not getting. I don't know if it's all the homes or not. Okay? And we know that it's not all the houses. It's impossible to be all the homes. Because there's humans involved. Humans make mistakes. I don't know about you guys, but we've actually put properties on the market for sale before, and we listed them at the wrong price. Okay, so the buyers that would buy the house didn't see them because we had the wrong price on them. Price range. We listed them in the wrong school district. Put the wrong number of bedrooms passed. They're typos. Humans make mistakes. Okay, you guys know? So, no, the buyer's probably not getting all of the homes from all the real estate companies. If that's what you do is rely on the MLS. It's very important not to make that assumption. Because if you make the assumption, then your offer is going to show in your offer. So let's go back to our offer. Okay? Would you like to receive daily updates of homes that match your home buying criteria from all the real estate companies? So you want to put a little emphasis on all. Would you like to receive updates of all the homes, okay, that match your home buying criteria from all the real estate companies? Our list includes bank foreclosures, company-owned properties, or other distress sales, and homes that you can't generally find on the internet. Would that interest you? Okay, so you can see, I just applied, okay, bank foreclosures, company-owned homes, and other distress sales. Remember now, buyers may or may not know that agents have those kinds of listings. And there are many times where they don't. Okay? So your job as a buyer's agent, if you were to get this client, is to go and find the buyer houses. And you're going to be looking through all sources. ISBOs, expired listings, cancels, the buyers in your commission's ecosystem that have houses to sell, those are seller prospects, right? Okay? They're buyers in your, so you just understand. So you've got a plethora of other homes to poke through and look for on behalf of the buyer. Homes you can't really find on the internet. So that's it. That's your offer. And it's unlikely that a buyer says no to that if they're planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months. But that's going to be your challenge, is getting prospects sifted and sorted into those categories. Which buyers want to make a move in less than 6 months and which buyers don't. So that's the reason for the other questions. So were you guys planning on staying in the area? Okay, well, let's back up. The buyer, you plan on making a move next 3 to 6 months? No, we don't know. We're just kind of kicking this around here, figuring out what we want to do. Okay, or were you planning on staying in the area or moving away? No, we would probably stay in the area. Okay, fantastic. So if you were to move, what do you think that might be? Okay, so depending on how wishy-washy they are, determines the other questions I ask. So you can see here, just from this 30-minute dialogue, okay, monologue, I guess would be the better word, right? From this 30-minute monologue, that there's lots of different ways to go. So you got to be really good at this callback script, calling back the leads and converting them into appointments. You got to be really good at this, man. It's where the rubber meets the road. And don't expect to show up and be really good overnight. It's going to take a little bit of work. Okay, in 6 cents. But without a proper offer, you're probably not going to meet with anybody. Okay, so that's the reason I wanted to kind of start the call out this way with commissions in. Let's go to bold leads. We'll do some role playing with you here in a minute, okay? All right. Oh, incidentally, if you want to role play with me, raise your hand. There's a little button on your system there in the upper right-hand corner where you can raise your hand. And I'll see your hand raised and I'll open up your microphone. And we'll do some role playing together, okay, for everybody's benefit. All right, so it'll be great. And I'll role play whatever kind of lead that you guys are generating here. And we'll work through these various scenarios. Okay. All right, but let's go to bold leads, which is basically an online home evaluation lead, correct? Okay. Hey, Mr. Smith, this is Todd Walters from Todd Walters Real Estate. The reason I'm calling is I received your request for a home evaluation. I just wanted to let you know we sent that out over to you. Is that okay? All right, so everybody get that? Okay. Hey, Mr. Smith, this is Todd Walters with Todd Walters Real Estate. And the reason I'm calling is I received your request for a home evaluation. And just wanted to let you know that we've sent that on over there to you. Is that okay? All right. So here's what the current quandary is. So just like some of you guys are getting hung up on the MLS, okay, what do you offer to get face-to-face? Okay, and I showed you how to offer something that would benefit the buyer, and don't make the assumption that they believe they're getting everything from the MLS. Bad assumption. Okay. It's the same thing with seller prospects. Don't assume anything when it comes time to make the offer, right? So I received your request for a home evaluation, and just want to let you know we sent that on over there to you. Is that okay? Sure, that's great, thank you. Are you folks planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? Yeah, we've definitely been, I think we're there. I think we've decided we want to sell this house. Great. You have an agent to help you when the time is right. No, we don't. Okay? So I'm going to run in my offer. Well, would you like a free market evaluation to determine what your home would most likely sell for? Okay, did you get that? I'm not making the assumption that what they went online to get is what I'm saying, because it's not. If we were to see the home in person, can we give them a more accurate price of what they can expect to sell the home for? That's the offer with these home evaluation meetings. Would you like a free market evaluation to determine what you're most likely to sell your home for? A more accurate price of what you can expect to sell it for. Okay? I can also give you some tips on what to do, and more importantly, what not to do to get the most amount of money. And we can go over all the various closing costs you'll incur, so you know exactly what you'll have left in your pocket after all your expenses. It's free of charge, obligation, nothing. Does that sound right? Okay? So let's play it this way. They throw an objection in there. Well, I've been online trying to get an idea of what this thing may be worth. And I'd say, yeah, I understand that. If we were to see your home, we can give you a more accurate price of what you can expect to sell it, obviously, versus not seeing it. Again, that's a free service, obligation, nothing. And while I'm there, okay, I can also give you some tips on what to do, and more importantly, what not to do to get the most amount of money when you get ready to sell it. You can go over all the costs you'll have, so you'll know how much you have left in your pocket at closing. All right. So that's pretty much it, man. A more accurate price for what you can expect to sell the home for. A marketing evaluation to determine what you're most likely to sell the home for. Okay, so again, it's the universal callback script here, not the legal script, the universal callback script. So I add in a few words, change a few words here, and that's why the training is so important. The training is very important, guys. Listen. I don't have to sell you one because you're here. Okay, but let me paint a different picture for you. And I used this picture at our last conference that we did. When was the Platinum OSA workshop in DC a couple weeks ago. I said, look, imagine buying a McDonald's franchise. Okay, you are super pumped. You have bought a McDonald's franchise. Yay! Okay, you show up at the franchise, and there's a guy from McDonald's waiting with the keys. You hold out your hand, he drops the keys in your hand, gives you a big pat on the back, says, go get him, Tiger, and he walks away, gets in his car and leaves. You turn around with a big smile on your face, you put the keys in the door of your new McDonald's franchise, and you open the door, and you walk in, you cut the lights on, and you look around. And then you say, okay, now what? Right. So without the coaching and the training, it doesn't work. The McDonald's franchise that you just bought, it doesn't work. Okay, you've got to go through Hamburger University, and there are methods and systems and strategies and processes to follow that you get coached and trained on for your tenure as a McDonald's franchise owner. The best franchise systems have great training and coaching. Okay, so that's a fact. So it makes it a fact. All right. Just want to throw it out there. The training matters, man, because I've already thrown commissions 8 bold leads into the mix here. But this script works. And it works because there's a process for doing things. Okay? So I'm sure you guys have some questions, and I definitely want to help you with those. Okay? So I've got quite a few people here with their hands raised. Okay? I'm going to try to get to as many of you as we can, right? So let's see. Let's go to the first hand raised. Okay? And I got Sandy here. Sandy Casella. Right, Sandy, I don't see your phone is on. It's weird. So I don't think I'm going to be able to open up your microphone because you have not entered your PIN number. So I'm going to skip over you. I'm going to go to Bob. Bob Galashaw. Okay? Bob, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good, man. How are you today?
I'm great, thank you.
Good. How's business?
Business is good. I started Commissions Inc. a few weeks ago and just inundated with leads from it. When I was using their script, I was having to get through a lot of barrier with the people. They didn't want to talk to me too much. And then I listened to your Platinum webinar from, I think it was February, and I started using the script that you have in it, and it just opened everybody up. So they started talking to me, and it was just much easier.
Yeah, there's just certain rules of engagement when it comes to scripting and dialogue. And I want everybody to understand that it's unlikely. Well, put it this way, there's close to 200 people on this call right now on this webinar. That's a lot, okay? So I think we could probably add up the number of calls that everybody has made to prospects, just add them all up over their years of doing it, and it still would not be as many calls to prospects as Craig Proctor and myself have made combined. So understanding, we've experienced a lot of failure when it comes to converting leads. So we're very good at knowing what doesn't work. All right, so so the stuff that we talk about here is just the things that we found that work most consistent, and that's really good news, I think, for everybody on the call. Not that I'm trying to sell everybody on it, but there's a lot of information out there, and there's a lot of people that make calls and say and do things a certain way. But out of all of these people, very few of them, if any, have sold hundreds of homes a year for years and 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 years in a row, and made over $1 billion or more in sales doing it. So I just want everybody to know that, yeah, dude, there's a lot of failure in this, but there's also a lot of success. So that's what we're looking at here. So you want to go there first on the scripting. But you mean, think about it. If we go back and we looked at, Bob, this follow-up script, if you were to call back the Commissions Inc. lead, all right, and let's look at the buyer follow-up side of this right now, for example, okay? And then we'll get to your role play in a minute. But if I called the Commissions Inc. lead and I said, hey, Mr. Smith, this is Todd Walters with Todd Walters Real Estate, and the reason I'm calling is because I received your request for the information you wanted, and I've popped it in the mail to you. Is that okay? Well, obviously that won't work because the lead on the other end of the line is like, what the heck are you talking about? Right?
Right.
Yeah. So that's why it's called the universal callback script and not the legal script. Okay? Because we have to change a few words here based on who we're calling back and how we do things. It's a great outline we have. All right, but the business principles apply. Okay? They wanted something from you, i.e. to search properties online using your property search site, and you've given it to them. And all you have to do is let them know that. And it's very refreshing. That means you're not calling to sell them anything. And,
yeah, you're the good guy.
So they loosen up and you go do your thing. So very good. So there are business principles that apply, and we know what they are. But I just wanted to be really clear what you do. It's because of a lot of failure that we know what they are. Yes, there's been a lot of success here, but we didn't arrive at that lightly. Okay, so anyway, tell me a little bit about the leads you're calling back and what we can best do for you today on a little bit of role playing.
I'm trying to call everybody back as quick as I can. I'm not always able to do that, and sometimes, for instance, if I've got stuff going on the weekends, that's when a lot of these people are doing their searches. So Monday and Tuesday are my days to call back those leads. And when I was doing that, again with the Commissions Inc. script, they just kind of wouldn't talk to me. But when I started using your script, they understood why I was calling, and they were saying, yeah, you know, hey, I was searching for this and this and this, and I either could find it or I couldn't find it, and so I'm glad you called.
All right, well, good. Fantastic. Nice. All right, so you want to role play through one of these?
Sure, that would be great.
Okay. I'll be the prospect from your Commissions Inc. system, and you be the mega agent following back up with me, all right?
Sure, yeah. That would be great. We can do a buyer.
Okay.
Get a lot of those.
I'll be the buyer, and you're calling me, so ring, ring, hello.
Okay. Hello, Todd. This is Bob Galashaw over at Keller Williams in Corona. The reason I'm calling is that I received your request to search homes for sale using our property search website, homesforsalecorona.com. And as a courtesy, I'm just letting you know that you have full access to search away. Is that okay?
Yes, thank you.
Great. Are you thinking of making a move in the next 3 to 6 months or so?
We're kicking it around, but we're not really sure exactly what we're going to do.
Okay. Do you rent now or do you own a home?
We're renting.
You're renting, okay. And are you planning to stay in the area or are you moving out of the area?
We would most likely stay right here.
You're going to stay around?
Yeah, we're going to stay in Corona.
Okay, great. And if you were to move, when do you think that might be?
Probably later in the year, maybe closer to the holidays.
Okay. October, November kind of thing?
Sure.
Okay. Now, do you have a realtor to help you when the time is right?
No, we don't.
Pardon me?
No, we don't.
No, you don't. Okay. Well, now, would it be okay if I followed up with you at a later time, give you a call?
Sure.
Okay. When do you think would be a good time when you were closer to
Just call me back at the end of the summer. Maybe.
In the summer?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll absolutely do that. Now, it was great talking to you. Thanks very much.
Okay, good. So the only thing that I would probably recommend you do is make this market watch offer.
Okay.
Okay, like you want to they're going to get property alerts from you, and,
Right.
and that's great. But now you've got an opportunity to give them a little bit more.
Send them a newsletter.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. So you can send them this Market Watch newsletter. You can do it electronically through your Success website.
I always do that with sellers, but I don't do it with buyers as much.
Why not?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah. Like I don't think there's definitely not any harm on it. And if anything, it positions you as an expert on what's going on in the marketplace. Right.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to do. You want to give them a little bit more, and plus you get better contact information for them, get to verify their info. So it goes like this: hey, would you like to receive my monthly newsletter to keep you in touch with what's going on in the marketplace? It's free. You're not obligated to anything. And buyer says, yeah, sure. It's okay. Well, make sure I've got all of your information are correct. Your email address is X, your address is X. And okay, great. We'll talk to you in several months. Thanks.
Excellent.
But that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't think you really did anything overly wrong there, other than I would send a newsletter directly to the prospect.
Okay. Will do.
You don't have to. Okay, the way you're doing it is obviously working okay, but it gives a little bit extra.
Yeah, no, it's a great idea.
Right. Okay, good. That's pretty good. So you want to do one more?
Sure, yeah, I'd be glad to. You want to do a seller?
That's up to you, dude. I'll just be the lead. You just call me and ask me the questions, and I'll steer you in the direction.
That sounds great.
Okay, so ring, hello.
Hello, Todd. This is Bob Galashaw with Keller Williams in Corona. Reason I'm calling is that I received your request to search homes for sale using our property search website, homesforsalecorona.com. And as a courtesy, I'm just letting you know that you have full access to search away. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Bob.
Okay, Great. Now, are you thinking of making a move in the next 3 to 6 months or so?
Yes, we are. We've been out looking at property. Looked at one yesterday, actually, that was really interesting.
Oh, excellent. Now, if you now, are you thinking of moving in the area, or are you going to move out of the area?
Well, we're looking at homes in the area.
Okay, great. And sounds like you're getting started to do that. Do you have a realtor to help you when the time is right?
Not really.
Okay. Now, do you rent currently, or do you own?
We're renting.
Okay. And now, would you like me to email you daily updates of the homes that match your home buying criteria from all the different real estate companies? Our list includes any bank foreclosures, company-owned properties, or distressed sales. It's a free service, of course, and you're never obligated to buy a home. Would that interest you?
Sure, that sounds great. Thanks.
Okay. And when can we get together for about 20 minutes so I can take down exactly what you're looking for? Would days or evenings be better for you?
Well, I can just tell you kind of what we're looking for over the phone, and you can send me what you got.
That exactly. Now, what I would rather than send you hundreds of homes that don't match your criteria or risk missing out on the perfect one, I found that it's better that I fill out the questionnaire that I have that fits that, so that I can understand exactly what you're looking for. It just takes about 20 minutes. Are days or evenings better for you?
Well, I'll have to check with my wife, see what her schedule is.
Oh, excellent. Now, what I would propose is, it sounds like you guys are, hot on trying to find a house for yourself. Are you thinking that it's going to be in the next month or so that you're going to want to get into the house, make an offer, and get yourself into the new house?
Okay, well, so once you start going down that road, then I don't think you're getting closer to your appointment. You get further away.
Okay.
Like, I said yes to your offer, right?
Yes, you did.
I said yes to your offer. So now it's just about getting together. So
now make a tentative appointment.
Yeah, just go ahead and just close, set it up. That way. In other words, you already know what to say. Just say it. And it'll make perfect sense. Well, while I've got you on the phone right now, why don't we do it this way? Why don't we go ahead and set up a time? Is Saturday okay? You think? And then if it's not good for your wife, Saturday morning at 10, you just let me know.
Right.
But at least we got it on the books and we can move forward that way. Is that okay?
Right.
You're just closing. And versus the direction that you took, which is not closing anything.
Got it. Yeah.
And because we've already had plenty of conversation, I've indicated I am making the move. So yeah, it's going to be a natural thing. The people that say yes to making a move in the next 3 to 6 months pretty enthusiastically, you'll be able to meet with those people. Then you just got to determine whether they come to your place or you go to theirs, and what's going to work best to get this thing done. So, but yeah, you can't go wrong making the offer when they say yes to it, asking for the appointment.
Got it.
And it makes perfect sense. Like, like you said, well, rather than me take down, some general criteria over the telephone, and then research and find homes that I think are best for you, and send you a bunch of houses, possibly hundreds, that you're not really interested in, which really sets you up to possibly miss out on the perfect home. We get together for about 20 minutes or so. Just do a much better job. I can do a much better job for you, and I would like to do a better job for you. And we can do that by, I got this form, it's got 100 individual features you can search by, check off what it is you're looking for. This way, you're the one picking out the properties versus me, and you're just going to be a lot less likely to miss out on the perfect home. You can even see if I'm even the kind of person who wants to send you these. Does that make sense? Is that okay?
Yeah, Yeah, I started. You seem like you were waffling a little bit when you started talking about your wife and scheduling it, and so I started selling again. And instead of selling again, I should
But
probably
see,
make a tentative appointment.
I'm, I'm already sold on your offer.
Yeah,
But what I wasn't sold on was, why do we need to get together? So then it's just a matter of the benefits. And when I
right.
understand the benefit of why we need to get together, which you explained to me, then then it was a matter of scheduling.
And I just can do a much better job for you if I'm, if we meet for 20 minutes and talk about it.
Well, it was a matter of scheduling. That's what let me check with my wife on her schedule.
Yeah.
That was the issue. It wasn't anything else. It was just a matter of scheduling. So don't read too much into it. When they're specific, with you, you can be specific back. But let me check my wife's schedule. Well, while I've got you on the phone, we go ahead and schedule a tentative appointment, say for Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. And if that's an issue with your wife, you let me know.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
All right, pretty good, Bob. Bob did really well right there, and I think that helps everyone. So let's go to another person on the list here. Let's go to Stephen. Stephen, I'm going to open up your microphone there. Oops. Sorry, Steve. I didn't open up your microphone. I actually clicked on the wrong button. So you're going to have to raise your hand again here, buddy. We're going to Nasira. All right, so Nasira. I actually opened up your microphone. So Stephen had his hand raised. I clicked on the wrong button and basically just deleted you from the queue. So I'm still learning how to use this GoToWebinar. I've only been doing it for about 8 years now. So anyway, how are you, Nasira?
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, because you're really muffled. Like it sounds like the audio is breaking up on your side. It's hard to hear.
We may have some streaming issues. No question about it. But can you hear me okay enough to do some role play?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so what are we doing?
We're going to do a buyer. I also just have got the Commissions Inc. and so I'd like to work through that.
Okay, well, let's do it. You ready?
Yep.
All right, ring. Hello.
Hi, is Todd there?
This is he.
Hi, Todd. This is Nasira with Remax, and the reason I'm calling is I received your request to search for homes using our property search website at searchgthomes.com. Mm-hmm. And as a courtesy, I'm just letting you know that you have full access to search away. Is that okay?
That's absolutely fine.
Perfect. Are you guys thinking of moving in the next 3 to 6 months?
Yes, we are.
Do you currently rent or do you own?
We are renting.
And are you planning on staying in the area or moving out of the area?
We're going to stay in the area for sure.
Yeah. And Todd, if you were going to be moving, when do you think that would be?
Well, like I said, the next 3 to 6 months.
Okay.
All right, so
do you have a realtor to help you?
Let's stop there. Do I sound a little better now?
Yes, much better.
Yeah. So I just realized that over the whole time I've been doing this webinar, I had 2 microphones plugged in.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty good, huh? All right, so look at when you ask the question of, hey, are you planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months, and the person says yes, then you already know they're planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months. So you don't really need to ask the question again, like, okay, when you planning on making a move? Like, check that one off. You're done. So the reason the question is on the script, Nasira, I know you probably heard me say this before, but I'll say it for everybody's benefit. The reason I highlighted that, on the screen there. If you were to make a move, when do you think that might be? The reason it's there is if you get a wishy-washy answer when you ask question number 1. You have to kind of circle back around, okay? But if they say yes, they're planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months, you're good, man. You're good. You don't have to ask a timing question again.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do it again.
Okay,
Ready?
back from the top or?
Yeah, new lead. Ready? So ring, ring. Hello.
Hello, hi, there's Todd there.
This is he.
Hi Todd, it's Nasira from Remax, and the reason I'm calling is I've received your request to search homes for sale using our property search website at searchgtahomes.com. And as a courtesy, I'm letting you know that you have full access to search away. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Thanks.
Great. Are you guys thinking of moving in the next 3 to 6 months?
We're not really sure. We're trying to figure out, where we're going to go and what we're going to do, and we're looking around at homes right now.
Okay. And do you currently rent or do you own?
We actually own the house that we're in.
And oh, sorry. I'm sorry. You threw me off there. Oh my God.
Yeah, buyers are good at that. They're really good at throwing us off, right?
Right.
You asked me if we rented or owned.
Oh yes, that's right. Okay. So would you prefer to buy before you listing your home, or would you sell first?
Well, we probably need to sell this house before we go and buy something, I would think. But I'm a little nervous about that. Like, how would that work? Like, if I sold this house and I didn't have a place to go, how would that work?
I'm not sure, Todd. I'm sorry. You're throwing me off. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating.
Yeah, but this is like a normal call. They're all like this. Like, rarely does it go exactly to the book, as we want it to. But it works this way. See, once the prospect starts to ask you questions, then you close. Right? You just close. Okay. Well, why don't we do it this way? Would you be interested in getting an idea of what you can actually sell your home for? And then, and we can do this based on area home sales. And at that time, I can also give you some tips on what to do, and more importantly, what not to do to get the most amount of money, but also how to plan out your sale in terms of timing it so that you're moving from your present home into your brand new house. Okay, so you just include what it is they said, how do I do this, into your offer. It's just a simple technique and strategy. But once a prospect begins to ask you questions, you can close them. You know what they're saying? Hey, I need help.
Okay.
Yeah, golden opportunity. You're a closer.
Okay. You just threw me off, and I was not. I wasn't. Yeah, I was not. I was just going down the buyer thing only because I'm getting a lot of that on Commissions Inc. So my mind was not, of course.
All right, let's do it again. So I'll be the prospect, and you're the mega agent, Nasira, and you're calling me. You ready? Ring, ring. Hello.
Hi, is Todd there?
Yeah, this is he.
Hi Todd, it's Nasira from Remax, and the reason I'm calling is I received your request to search homes for sale using our property search website at searchgtahomes.com. And as a courtesy, I'm just letting you know that you have full access to the search away. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's great. Thanks. Now, who are you?
It's Nasira with Remax. Are you guys thinking of moving in the next 3 to 6 months?
I think so.
Okay. Do you currently rent or do you own?
We're renting the house we're in.
And Todd, are you planning on staying in the area or moving out of the area?
We would most likely stay here in the area, I think. At least that's what my wife tells me.
Okay. And if you were to move, when do you think that might be?
Probably sometime over the summer.
Okay. And do you have a realtor to help you when the time is right?
No, ma'am. Well, my wife knows some lady at church who is a real estate agent. I think she was looking at some homes the other day with her.
Okay. Would you like me to email you daily updates of homes that match your home buying criteria from all real estate companies? Our list includes bank foreclosures, company-owned properties, other distressed properties, and even off-market properties. It's a free service, and of course you're never obligated to buy a home. Would that be of interest to you?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Great. When do you think we can get together for about 20 minutes so I can take down exactly what you're looking for? Days or evenings? What would work better for you?
I'm not sure. I'm about ready to leave. I'm about to go out of town on a business trip. So maybe I should just give you my wife's number. Is that okay? And you can meet with her?
Well, why don't we do this? When are you going?
Tomorrow.
Okay. So, yes, okay, then I guess I will take that number and I'll give your wife a call.
Well,
I'm not sure.
well, here's what you do. When you coming back? Like you just said, when
Are you coming back, Todd?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, when you coming back. And I say, well, I'll be back I'll be
Well,
back
no.
Sunday. And I'll be back Sunday. Okay, why don't we get together Monday? Like, that's what you're looking for. Because now it's the same thing again. There's a scheduling issue. So we're trying to adjust timing and schedule. I've already said yes to the offer. And the last thing you want to do is
Right.
run out and meet with someone who's really not, I should say, you don't want to go to meet with one person if there are two people involved in the process. Okay? Like you asked for me because I was unregistered on the property search site. So I'm obviously doing some work here. And then I dropped the bomb on you that my wife's out looking at homes too. So we're both in the middle of this process together. So obviously you want to meet with both of us, right?
Right,
So,
right.
yeah, so during the courses of these conversations, if everybody's paying good attention here, the buyers and the sellers will drop clues on how you need to go about closing them. Okay, so sometimes we get so asphyxiated on the script, we got our nose in it, and and then like you said, buyer or seller throws a little curveball there, and it kind of throws us off a little bit. So but the curveball really is clues. They're just clues to how we can close them up and book the appointment many times. Sometimes they're just observations, or they think they're being funny. So you did a really good job of sticking to the script, but at the end there, you just want to say, well, when you coming back? That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thanks, Todd.
So, yeah, and that's a great job. But look so for everybody's benefit, these are just normal conversations. So you've got to work diligently on your scripting and your dialogue, but you can never go wrong. You just can't go wrong making the offers. If they say yes to the offer, then the only issue you're going to have really is dealing with the objections of getting together. That's it. That's it, man. So, but really good. I thought that was some good dialogue. It was a great monologue there, if I do say so myself. But I want to apologize to everyone. I didn't realize I had two microphones plugged in like a dummy. I was doing a Skype conference call earlier with the Kings of Real Estate up in Tennessee. So I was using my Skype mic and I took that off and laid it on the ground. So I'm sitting here talking into my microphone on my desktop, and it's probably all goofy sounding. So anyway, it's just live entertainment for the day, but I think you guys obviously can learn from this. So anyway, so let me close this up this way. This is an ongoing conversation. This is an ongoing dialogue. Okay, nobody does it better. Nobody converts leads better than Craig Proctor and me. Okay, we've got a long history of failure. Okay, to get to myself over 5,000 transactions and Craig Proctor at 8,000 real estate transactions. Remember, understand, there's a lot of failure in there to get to those numbers. So obviously, what we're saying here, we believe in works. It's the better than anything else we've done. Okay, and there are basic business principles and tenets that must be followed. And if you don't follow them, then it falls in on itself. Okay, collapses. Okay, so part of this dialogue will continue June 15th and 16th when we get face-to-face at the Platinum Boot Camp, the Ultimate Real Estate Business Building Boot Camp. Don't think for a second that you're going to generate all these listing leads and seller leads on day one. You still got to follow up with them. They got to be called back. They're calling you. You got to call them back, and you got to close for an appointment. Okay, otherwise, all of that work and all of that money that was spent for what? All right, so that's no fun. So we got to be really good at the follow-up and the conversion here. Okay, and we're going to get really good at this. Okay, if you guys will stick with me and trust me on it, you'll get really good at it. Nothing replaces calling back the leads. Nothing. So you've got to be diligent at picking up the phone and calling them back. So anyway, very good. We'll continue with, here and there, Commissions Inc. leads, bold leads, and free report leads, sign calls, come list me's, and everything else that you guys are getting. But I want to spend a lot of time working with you on the challenging part of the business, the ones that aren't so easy to convert, the wishy-washy leads and all that sort of thing. So that's what we do with this second Tuesday webinar every month, is really work a little bit more with the tougher leads to convert. You guys are already good at getting the easy ones. All right, so with that, it's going to wrap up our webinar. You guys go sell some houses. I'll look forward to seeing you June 15th and 16th in Orlando, Florida at the Platinum Ultimate Business Building Bootcamp. So with that, go sell big.